Now, us vinyl collectors, we are nice people, but there are certain things to do with vinyl releases that piss all of us off. And today, I'm going to be taking you through 5 different things that vinyl collectors absolutely hate about vinyl releases coming up. What's going on, guys? My name is Ollie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new around here, we talk about music, we talk about vinyl releases, we talk about all sorts of things. So consider hitting the subscribe button if you are new. But yeah, today, like I said, we are going to be talking about 5 things that piss vinyl collectors off. So I had this idea a couple of days ago and I thought, do you know what? I know what pisses me off. Let's take this onto the Reddit. So I went onto Reddit/vinyl releases, and I put in there saying, what are your biggest annoyances when it comes to vinyl releases? Like, what really gets you annoyed when you see an artist releasing a vinyl for an album or single? Let's start a discussion and I'll include the best ones in a future video on my channel. So that is what we are going to do today. In future, if you join those communities, Reddit/vinyl releases, and just check a look out for my posts, and then maybe you will be featured in a video in the future. But anyway, that's enough rambling for today. Let's get on with the video and let's take you through to the first vinyl annoyance. Okay, let's start off with this first one from, I want to say it's Samson Halian, and he says, releases being labelled as limited on an artist's store before the same pressing getting a wider release at a cheaper price in every single record store. So yeah, this is one of those things that really gets me annoyed when I'm looking out for a vinyl when the album first comes out and I see it, on the artist store, yeah, there's this super limited edition, whatever it is, vinyl, and then you're like straight on it because you're like, this is gonna get sold out. It's saying limited to 1,000 copies, so you're like, I've got to get this. If I don't get this, I'm missing out. So you get it, and then a couple of days later, you see, and I'm part of vinyl releases on Reddit, like I said, and they're posting out all the different variants coming out. A couple of days later, there's a new one. Maybe it's a coloured vinyl, or maybe it's like a super limited signed edition or something. And mate, this is so annoying. And this actually happened to me, and I ordered Juice WRLD, his new album, Legends Never Die. I ordered it just a plain black vinyl because it was the limited edition one on the web store. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, as much as I'd like it to be a colour vinyl, I can just wait for it to be, just the limited black vinyl. I'm happy with that. And then when the album actually officially gets released, your boys are getting fooled because there's 2 colour variants coming out. So I'm like, what do I do now? Do I order them? So I ordered one, and then I tried to see if I could get a refund for the other one, but I couldn't because it was too late. Just something really annoying. So yeah, I feel like artists need to just decide, are you releasing this limited variant first? Don't restock as well. That's another thing, which I think this is the main point of the post is, just when you get a limited vinyl, make it limited. Don't then restock, because I don't want to get a restock. I want to get the actual limited variant. So yeah, that is a good one. That's the first vinyl annoyance. And yeah, that particularly gets me annoyed. Next one up is Reddit user, I want to say it's Jiven, and he says, when an album comes out and gets multiple variants that aren't released at the same time or announced ahead of time, so you order the first one only to find out a cooler variant comes out a week later. Yeah, again, I've done this so many times. I've ordered an album, and I'll tell you what the worst one is. The Weeknd, After Hours. As soon as it got announced, went on the website, pre-ordered. There was 2 different variants. There was a white splatter vinyl and a red splatter vinyl. And so I was like, they're both really cool. Do you know what I'll do is order both, and when they arrive, sell them. And then what happens? A couple of weeks later, I find out there's a UK store I could have ordered it from. There's a different colour from Walmart that I could have ordered. There's like different variants. There's like a special edition. There's so many different ones, and it's like, I just totally missed out. And I got, okay, the first 2 are going to be great, but there's so many different editions that these are never going to be rare and exclusive. So yeah, I feel like this is something that really gets me. Like, I know they're trying to keep the hype up, and it's probably all money reasons, but they should let you know. They should be like, like this is the one, this is the what like the one vinyl we're going to release, or they should put, they're like, you know, put them all out at once. Like these are the 10 different colors you can get. This also happened to me. I ordered Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles on a 7-inch single, and I was like, okay, I'll just order it. It's a plain black vinyl. I need to get more singles in my collection. I'll just order it. I'm sure it'll be great. And then literally days later, he releases a like watermelon color vinyl, and I'm like, oh, I've just missed out on that. So I had to order that one as well. Don't get me wrong, I love vinyl collecting, but it is an expensive hobby. And if you end up buying loads of the same vinyl and stuff, like you are gonna end up like losing so much. So yeah, I totally agree with this one. People need to start releasing vinyls as they are released. Show us all the variants. Next one is a nice, plain and simple one. And this is coming from Synado. And they'd say, when the record doesn't come out. And yeah, mate, this is one of those things when you're like so excited for an album. You're like, let's see what pressings they're gonna do, what exclusive colors, a limited edition, whatever. You're really, really hyped and excited about it, and they just don't release anything. And you're like, mate, are you not thinking about the humble vinyl collector like me? Like, I want these vinyl. When an artist doesn't release, and like, I get it if it's a really small artist, but if you're a big artist, then what have you got to lose? Like, you're not gonna lose money. Like, people are gonna buy your vinyl. So yeah, that really does get me annoyed, because I want all the variants. I want them all. Yeah, when an album doesn't release, it can be extremely frustrating. So I totally agree with this one as well. Artists need to get on it more. Vinyl's such a big thing at the moment. They're not gonna lose any money. So yeah, I'd say it's really important. Artists just need to keep releasing the vinyl if they can afford to do it. This next one is one that I really agree with, and this is from Avenged Tenfold. And they say, more in general here, but the prices are getting ridiculous. $30 to $35 for a single black record becoming more and more common. And yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I look on Rough Trade, which is like one of the biggest vinyl retailers, and they're just not like some of their releases that are exclusive pressings, indies exclusives or whatever, they're like 30, 40 quid. And it's like, it's a vinyl, man. Like 20 quid is like a great price. And I know they're expensive to make and like going to be super limited, worth more money in the future and stuff. But mate, if you want to start collecting it, you should need to make it accessible for people. Like, make it so that anyone could start collecting vinyl. I even, you know, if they made it cheaper, I know things would sell out more quickly, but I think that would make it so much more of an exciting community if like things sold out. Yeah, it would be amazing. Like if things got super exclusive, and then yeah, I just think it would help the community to like grow, and it would increase people's passion for it, because it was like a really exclusive, cool hobby to get into. The prices are one major factor that stop people from buying vinyl at the moment. Definitely something that needs to change, but unfortunately I feel like until people stop being like greedy with prices and stuff, they know that people are going to pay it. So until people like just stop buying vinyl again, which I don't see happening anytime soon, then people are going to lose interest, and that's really a shame. Before we get on to the last comment, have you liked the video? If not, go down there and click like right now, as it really supports the channel, and leave me some comments in this video saying what really frustrates you about vinyl releases. I'm sure there are loads of things that I'm not going to talk about in this video, so yeah, definitely make sure you drop a comment down below, and I might include it in another video if there's enough good ones, so you could be featured in a video just like this. And now let's get on to the final one. Finally, the last one is Kratic, and they say, up in the amount of a limited variant after it sells out. And yeah, that's exactly what we were saying before. It just gets ridiculous with the amount of times that like artists sell out and then increase it again. Like, we don't want that. One of the reasons I think that Record Store Day works so well is the fact that there is literally only 1,000 copies of that, 2,000 copies of that, 3,000 copies of that, and yeah, they'll sell out, but that's it. Never ever getting it again, and that makes it so exclusive, And so yeah, just a really like cool exclusive thing to get into. So yeah, for sure this is like a big factor in my opinion that like prevents it from getting to that point, is the fact that artists like add new stock once it sells out. And it like, I almost rather than be like, instead of being like limited to 1,000 copies and then adding 1,000 more, I'd rather they just be like 2,000 copies. That's it, done. And yeah, that is something that I totally think is really annoying about artists' vinyl releases, and yeah, definitely something that they need to get fixed for the future. Now we're at the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed, leave a like down below, and yeah, it just will be good because it would let me know if this video went down well. If you are new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to see future uploads. I've got a lot of good videos coming up, a lot of good ideas that I want to make. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, and during lockdown and stuff, I'm gonna be posting a load of good videos. And also look at my Twitch as well. Hate to, you know, shameless self promo here, but yeah, check out my Twitch because I'm streaming at least once a week on there, talking about new music and stuff like that, and it's a really good place for everyone to chill and just listen to the new music. For sure, go and check me out there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bam.